Watering for Justin. Watering for Justin. Watering for Justin in Justin's house. Well, hello, everybody. And welcome to... Yes, indeed, Justin's house. Well, actually, it should be more called Justin's greenhouse today. I mean, look at the place. Yes, Justin's in a bit of a gardening mood, yes. Yes, he's spending all his time collecting all of these very interesting plants and flowers. And, and little monsters. Say hello to little monster, everybody. Hello, little monster. Oh, what have you got there? Another flower for Justin's collection. It's... Oh, well, that's very, lovely. Yes, well, don't worry, I'm sure Mr. Bloom can freshen that up later on. Oh, yes, that's right, Mr. Bloom's coming over, yes. He's bringing Justin another interesting plant for his collection. Now, I'm just going to tidy away this mulch. I don't want it to fall everywhere if I'm...
See you dancing! Wiggle your bottoms, shake and grin. It's Good to see you. Are you having a good time? Fantastic. Now, has anyone seen my head gardener, Robert, anywhere? Is it where? What, this way? Or is he over here? I'll go and have a look. Sorry about that, Robert.
That's all right, sir, yes.
It's just that I'm so excited about my wonderful plant collection. You know, I could burst into flower.
Well, may I, sir?
Oh, yes, of
thank you.
course.
Well, as lovely as it would be to see you burst into flower,
yes.
Seeing as you're not a plant, why don't we burst into song instead?
Ooh, that's a lovely idea. Let's ask all of our seedlings. Would you like to sing a song? I think they do. Robert, fire up the old greenhouse.
Ah, yes, that's right. Leafing through the mulch now, sir.
OK, and what do we say, everyone?
Get tickets!
Let's go. Come on, let's see you dancing.
Here we go.
Right.
And water.
Yeah.
Water.
Fantastic. Come on, everyone. Sing us loud as you can. Here we go. Justin's house. This place you want to play in. You're my special guest today. Justin's house. It's the place you want to stay in. Everybody's welcome here in Justin's house. Fantastic. Come on. There's Robert, the robot, and Little Monster too.
And someone else, we think you know who. He's funny and sunny, has a smile on his face. He's Justin!
Yeah! And this is my place. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3.
Justin's house.
This place you want to play here.
Justin's house.
You're my special guest today.
Justin's house.
It's the place you want to stay in.
Everybody's welcome here in Justin's house.
Very good.
We sing here and dance here, play silly games too.
But it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't for you. You're funny and sunny, put a smile on our face. You're...
Yes, you are.
You really are great. Come on, everyone.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Justin's house.
This is the place you want to play in.
Justin's house.
You're my special guest today.
Justin's house.
This is the place you want to stay in.
Everybody's welcome here in Justin's house. Everybody's welcome here in Justin's.
Everyone.
Justin's house.
This does a big cheer.
Very
I
good.
mean, weren't our mini gardeners fantastic at singing, Robert?
Oh, they've all definitely got a green thumb, sir, yes.
I know, a big green thumbs up. Now, listen, we are very excited today,
Yes.
as you know, because Mr. Bloom's coming over. A big cheer! Yes, I'm showing off my big plant collection with Robert, because we're head gardeners,
Yes,
aren't we?
yes, very much so.
But also, Mr. Bloom is bringing me round a new plant.
Yes.
Yes, it's going to be gigantously huge, enormous, isn't it, Robert?
Oh, yes, hopefully, sir, yes.
A bit like this one over here. What do you think of my lovely tulip over here? Do you like it?
It's very nice, sir, it's very nice.
This old thing, I've just been nurturing it, haven't I? What a specimen, eh? Now, Little Monster, my little mini garden here, would you like to give it a water so it grows a little bit more? Here she goes. Ah, no, just stop it! Stop it! No, quick, it's going on! Little monster, you're supposed to water the plant, not the head gardener. Ah. Who's at the door? Who's at the door? Someone better answer. Everyone!
Well, I would love to answer the door, everybody, but you see, I'm very busy giving the plants their breakfast. It is the most important meal of the day, after all. Now, come on, Valerie. Time for num-nums. You like a breakfast? Num-num-num.
Oh, yes, all right. Never
num.
interrupt the robot while he's feeding the plants breakfast. Wait a second. Do plants eat cornflakes? Has someone just tricked me? All right, I'll get the door. I don't. Look, everyone! A big cheer for Mr. Blue!
Now, Robert, you'll have to mind out. There's a gardener coming through with a big parcel. Nature waits for no one.
Wow. Now, Mr. Bloom, I couldn't help but notice you've got a big present there in your wheelbarrow. Is it a gimongously huge, enormous plant for my collection?
Well, you'll soon see, Justin, so close your eyes.
Right, I'll
and,
brace myself, Robert.
Hold out your hands.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be a big plant, I know it.
And there you go. What do you reckon, Justin? Do you like it?
But hang on a minute. Well, it's a very nice little pot, but it's a bit small, isn't it? I was expecting something a bit bigger.
Yes, sir, I can't actually see anything.
Well, that's because it hasn't had its growing gloop yet.
Growing what?
Growing gloop. Look, hold on a minute. I'll just go and find it. I put it here somewhere. Ah, and here it is.
Oh, that looks amazing. What does it do, Mr. Bloom?
So, I grew this in my allotment. Yeah, and it's a fantastic plant called a super swellberry. And inside, it's got this juice called growing gloop, and that's what helps other plants to grow.
Well, let's give it a go.
Hey, whoa. But Justin, I need to be very careful here, because this growing gloop is ever so strong. Ooh. So, you only need a teeny, tiny little drop.
All right. But I'll hold this steady.
Yes,
here.
hold it very steady.
And there we go.
Oh!
Now, just wait. Oh.
Wow!
Look at that! Isn't it cute?
Yes, hello, it is cute.
Oh, it certainly is. What a little beauty.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to excuse me, lads, because I'm going to have to dash off to Granny Justina's. I've got some plants for her as well.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But if it's all right, could I leave this super swellberry here? That way I could put some growing gloop on your plants when I get back.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Bloom. Hey, Robert, I'll go and get the gloop.
Hey, but just remember, this growing gloop is strong stuff, so don't go touching it. Have you got that?
Mr. Bloom, I mean, honestly, we're not going to touch the growing gloop, are we? No.
Lads, have you got it?
Yes, we would have actually taken the gloop.
All right, excellent news. Well, I'll see you all later, OK?
All right. Bye. Say a big bye-bye to Mr. Bloom. Bye, Mr. Bloom.
See you, Tibblers.
See you later, Bye, Mr. Bloom. There we go.
Well, wasn't that nice of Mr. Bloom to bring you that lovely little plant, sir?
Yes, little is the word. It's a bit tiny, isn't it, everyone?
Well, it may be small, but it is perfectly formed, sir.
Yeah. Do you think I should put a couple of drops of the growing gloop onto it?
No, sir, I agree with everybody else. I mean, Mr. Bloom did warn us to not use the growing gloop. Didn't he, everybody? Yes, exactly.
But I'm sure just a couple of drops would be OK, wouldn't it, everyone? No, but I'm the head gardener.
Oh.
Yes, right. Little monster, can I have the pipette, please? I just need to... Robert, would you help me with the...
Sir, are you all right?
Yes.
Well, it's all right, sir. You didn't drip any growing gloop onto the plant.
I didn't drop the growing gloop onto any of the plants.
Oh, well, where did you drop it, sir?
I dropped it, onto my feet. Oh!
Oh, swizzle me circuit, sir! Your feet! gigangously huge, enormous.
I know! Wow, look at the size of them, everyone. But don't worry, I'll get used to it. It'll just be like a normal day here in Justin's house.
Oh!
Oh, dear!
Oh, what's Mr. Bloom going to say when he sees that you've dropped the growing gloop on your feet?
Now, don't panic, Robert, OK? Now, listen, I'm just going to get used to these feet. You see, I know they're a smidge bigger than usual,
Yeah,
but
just a
watch.
touch.
Here goes. I'm sure I can walk about with them. Here we are. Oh, yes. Very good. Hey!
Oh! Ooh! Hey! Ooh!
You see? Perfect.
Oh, you think? Oh, it's a good job I've got steel toe caps. Right, sir, I really, really think we should pop the lid on that growing gloop before we have another accident.
Yes,
sir.
I think that's a good idea, Robert. Here, don't worry, I'll come and help you.
Thank
Here we go.
you, little...
Whoa!
No, no, no! Oh! Oh!
Uh-oh. Robert, are you okay, old pal?
Oh, yes, I haven't spilt the growing gloop on my feet like you did, sir.
Yes, well, where have you spilt it, Robert?
Well, I might have spilt a tiny, tiny bit on my hand.
Robert! Wow! Your hands are huge!
Hi.
Oh, wow! Think of all the amazing things that you can do, like saying hello to all of our lovely friends in just one fell swoop.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's a jolly good idea. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Oh, yes. Oh, they can see me right at the back. Do you know, I think it's safe to say, sir, that the growing gloop really, really works.
It certainly does,
Yes.
Robert. I mean, think of all of the wonderful greetings we can do to each other, like high-fiving.
Oh, that's an excellent idea. All right, let's do a small one just to
All right.
warm up. All right, here we go.
OK, ready? Here we
high
go.
five.
Yep.
Oh, dear. Sir, did I high-five you rather hard there? Oh,
Yes, it was more like a high 10.
oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm still getting used to these. Oh, but just think, sir. Think of all the juice and cake that I could serve with these bad boys. Oh, let's give it a try. Oh, thank you,
Well,
little
be
monster.
careful, be careful.
All right. I just need to... they're
yeah, that's
extremely
easy.
large. If I just...
Ah!
We're going to need a bigger tray.
Oh! Robert, this is incredible. I mean, think of all of the wonderful things we can do with your gigantic hands and my size bajillion feet.
Well, indeed, sir. But that growing gloop really is rather strong. I think we should put the super swellberry somewhere safe before anything else becomes super size.
Yes, hand it over, little monster.
Yes, little monster, if you just give it to
Yes.
me, I just... No, little
well-
monster... Oh! Oh! Where's she going? Where's little monster?
Wait, she's not there.
I see her! I'm coming over here, little monster! It doesn't know! I missed her! Oh, I'm coming!
Where is she? Yeah.
Oh, where is she? Oh, sir!
Where is she?
Quickly, sir!
Don't worry. Don't worry, I've got it.
Quickly, sir! Oh! Oh, no! Oh, sir!
I got it, everyone! Oh, and I didn't spill a drop. So, I'm going to stand here, Robert, safe and sound, and
Yes.
then it's out of harm's way.
Very good, sir.
What's that?
It was me!
Oh, look, everybody! It's the explorer from next door. It's Cat. She's back. It's Cat. She's back. Shout it, everybody. Cat is back.
Hello, everyone! Oh, it's great to be back.
Oh, well, it's super to see you, Cat.
Robert, my, My, you've got huge hands.
Oh, yes, well, all the better to wave at you, Cat. Hello. Hi.
They certainly are, Robert, but what's going on?
Well, you see, Cat, I can explain. You see, we had a bit of an accident with some growing gloop, so now I have these massive mitts, and Sir has size bajillion feet.
Yes, he's right. Hi, Cat.
Oh, hi, Justin.
Hi. Yes, Robert.
Hello there, sir.
I managed to catch the growing gloop. It
well done, sir.
Didn't go on any plants.
Oh, that's excellent news.
Yes, however, we did spill it, I'm afraid.
Well,
Yes.
where, sir?
Well, we've both got...
Big hair!
Everybody, this is very serious. This is very serious. We shouldn't laugh at this. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Serious faces. Serious faces. It's so funny. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's not funny.
I'm going to ask my friends, do you think we should have left the growing gloop alone?
Yes.
I think you're right, Robert. What are we going to do?
I mean, who would have thought that so much trouble could be caused by just a fruit? Honestly.
That's a super swellberry!
Yes.
I learned all about these when I went stomping through the super-sized sticky swellberry swamplands.
Oh.
Inside, it's got special juice called growing gloop, and it makes things really big.
Yes, we're aware of its work, Cat.
Ah, but did you know that inside there's a special seed pod?
Oh, yes!
Which contains shrinky sap, which makes things small again.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Shrinky sap.
Well, that's exactly what we need.
So, if I carefully take this out and be really careful to only use one tiny drop...
Oh, let me guess. It's really strong.
Oh, it certainly is, Robert. OK, right, Justin, I'll start with your hair.
Yeah, OK.
Ready?
Yeah, fine.
Ooh.
What's happening?
Little monster, your hair's tickling my face.
Oh, be careful, little monster. Yes, duck down a bit there.
Right, I'll be very careful.
What are you doing? No, don't slide up. Oh, no! What's happening?
Oh, sir! Oh, sir! Are you all right?
Hello, everyone!
I don't believe it. Sir, is that really you?
Yes, it's me. What? Wiggle your bottom, shake and grin. It's cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha-cha, Justin!
Yeah, that's him, all right.
Uh-oh, we've shrunk Justin.
What do you mean, we? Oh, no. I mean, what's Mr. Bloom going to say when he sees all of this? Who's at the door now? Who's at the door? Someone better answer it. Minnie, sir, I would love to get the door, but you're too small to answer it, and I might rip it off the hinges with me massive mitts.
I'll tell you what, Robert, I'll get the door. We don't want you to rip it off its hinges with your massive mitts.
Yeah.
Hang on. Why am I answering the door? I don't even live here.
Hey up there, Tiddlers!
Mr. Bloom!
Oh, you're right, Cat. I've just been over at Granny Justina's and I've come to check on Justin's plan. Well, what's happened here?
Hi.
And who's this little tiddler?
I'm not a tiddler, I'm Justin.
You what?
Mr. Bloom, I can explain.
Oh.
Robert,
Yes, you see, Mr. Bloom, using mostly spoons, knowledge is a tricky thing.
They used the growing gloop, didn't they? Even though I told you to leave it alone.
Oh, then I tried to help using some shrinky sap, but...
But you clearly used too much.
Yes.
Well, I did warn you. You know, you shouldn't go touching things that you've been told to leave alone.
Yes, Mr. Bloom.
We know, Mr. Bloom.
sorry, Mr. Bloom.
Oh, well, I know you are. But don't worry, there's no harm done.
Right, have you actually looked at him?
Don't fret, Robert. Luckily, I can get this fixed quick smart. First of all, let's get you just incised again, all right? So you come here, and I'm going to take a teeny, tiny bit of this growing gloop. Right, and I'm going to put a dollop right there. All right, now let's see if that works. Oh, I think it might be working.
Hey! Oh! I'm me-sized again. A big cheer, everyone! Oh, thank you, Mr. Bloom.
Hey, well, I'm happy to help. Although, I wouldn't have had to if you hadn't touched the growing gloop in the first place.
Ah, you're right, Mr. Bloom.
Yeah, sorry, Mr. Bloom.
Thanks, Mr. Bloom.
Mr. Bloom, it was just that, well, you gave me that lovely little present, but I thought the plant would be a tad bigger.
Well, maybe I should have explained. You see, this plant here, this is a rare and delicate plant called a mini marigold.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're supposed to be this small, and in fact, that plant is perfect.
Oh, I do love how cute and tiny it is.
Yes, you're right. It is perfect, isn't it, everyone?
Yes, it is.
So I tell you what, would you like me to get little Monster's hair and Robert's massive hands back to normal?
yes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bloom, but actually, I'd like to hang on to these bad boys for a little while. To sort of, you know, try something out.
Oh,
right.
what's that?
Oh, yes, I want to see how loudly I can clap in a musical number! That's good.
Wow, that was loud, Robert. OK, who wants to sing a song? All right, Robert, fire up the old RMP1 blouse.
All right, so... I'm...
Oh,
right,
allow
just
me.
my
Here we
dino
go.
digits are hindering this.
And what do we shout, everyone?
Hitting it just
That's
there.
it. Here we go. Come on, let's see you dancing. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. It's a Justin's house party, so sing along. But if you sing quietly, you're doing it wrong. Singing softly is not allowed. When we sing it loud.
Everybody on this side, you're going to sing with us.
Yes.
And everybody on this side, you're going to sing with Mr. Bloom and me. Here we
Okay.
go.
Ready, everyone? Get ready to copy us and sing loud.
Sing loud like this, la 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 la.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Sing louder like this, wah, 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 wah. 1, 2, 3, wah, 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 wah.
Good. That's
was
good,
very
isn't
good,
it?
everybody.
Right, get ready, everyone.
Here we go.
Let's see you dancing. Here we go.
Well, it's a Justice House party, so sing along.
But if you sing quietly, you're doing it wrong.
Singing softly is not allowed.
When we sing it loud. Ready, cat? Here we go.
Sing loud like this, me, 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 me.
1, 2, 3.
Sing louder like this, we. 1, 2, 3,
We're louder, walla, 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 woo.
1, 2, 3.
We're loud, it's rah, 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 woo. 1, 2, 3, rah, 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 woo. Very good.
All right. I think it's time to play the guitar. Let's see you play your guitar,
go.
everyone. Here we go. Come on, Mr. Bloom. Good playing, everyone. Come on, mums and dads. Let's see you. All right.
Okay, everyone, let's sing loud all together. Woo! Sing loud like this, la 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 la.
1, 2, 3.
Sing louder like this, wah, 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 wah. 1, 2, 3, wah, 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 wah. We're louder, walla, 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 woo.
1, 2, 3.
We're loud, it's rah, 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 woo. 1, 2, 3, rah, 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 woo.
All right. Woo! Give yourselves a loud cheer. Wow. Have you had a good time? Let's have a huge cheer for our special guest, Mr. Bloom. And let's have a cheer for Cat. Little Monster. Robert. And you. And we'll see you next time in...
My favourite bit was when Little Monster squirted water at Justin. When Justin kicked the big plant with his big feet. I like when Justin shrunk to his size when he was younger. I like the bit when the hair went because he was silly.